And we're back for game number 3, Orange Esports versus LGD International, a group deciding match, a crucial match for both teams. If they lose this one, their destiny is no longer in their hands. Fourth place in Group A for the G1 Champions League will go home. The same for fourth place in Group B, but over there it will be much more straightforward to see who it is. In this group, it'll come down to head-to-head tiebreakers, and the way that head-to-head tiebreakers work, and when you have two teams, is whoever won their match will be the team to advance. So if Orange lose, they just have to hope that the loser of LGD China versus Rattlesnake lost to them. If they win this, then they don't have to worry about that. And the same, of course, for LGD International. What a ridiculous game 2 we had. Such an epic win. And finally, LGD have shown that they can take a game late. Granted, perhaps helped by some of Mushi's questionable item selections in the late game. But that's all behind us. That's all history. Here we are. It's a best of one the rest of the way. It's a deciding game 3. I'm LD. He's Winter. And Winter, this time the mag on the side of LGD.
Yeah, and they ban out Tinker again. They choose the Magnus over the Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin is yet again in the pool.
I kind of like that. I feel like it's too good to give to LGD or to Orange, because Orange is very comfortable with this hero. Even though they lost last game, the mag was a huge reason why LGD could not force the fights. And Nyx does scale off late game. His Mono Burn only going to be helpful if you don't have a BKB. His stuns don't go through BKB. So if it goes late, LGD will have the edge in that respect.
Yeah, Magnus is just a very huge force to reckon with in the late game. The ultimate that goes through backing bar, that's just very, very strong when the game goes very late.
And they go Gyro again. Oh, and now they have Mag Gyro and Cogs. Oh boy. Look at that AoE. What do you do if you're Orange right now? What should their game plan be?
Try their best to split push or try to fight the 5-man. They still can choose whether they want to contest the 5-man or go for a split pushing draft.
Isn't it pretty dangerous to do a 5-man draft against LGD right now? I feel like that's incredibly risky.
Depends what they want to go for. They can still go for Enigma to challenge the 5-man.
And they want a challenge.
Yeah, they're going to challenge the tri-lane Shell Demon Leshrock.
Well, it's pretty obvious what you start banning now if you're LGDN. I guess we could see a solo mid Nyx, but probably that's their tri-lane. Which means just ban those.
Yeah, if that's the tri-lane, I think Leshrock will be the carry in the lane, not the Nyx. If the Nyx is in the mid, then he'll be the position 3 hero.
By the way, I just want to point out, there was a Keeper of the Light, and neither team took a bite at him. Slips through 6 picks. Ignored.
Gandalf is getting too old for this.
Someone in the chat is saying that I need to retire. Ask Nana, but, well, Gandalf, even a little bit older than me, he's way overdue, and he'll be taking a breather in this one, I imagine.
Yeah, I think so, because probably Orange might ban it, because the LGD doesn't even have one single support up their sleeve.
And Rubik will be the ban here for LGDN, or for Orange, a smart ban. LGDN looking for those supports. It could even be a support gyro this game. LGDN have done that before. We don't know that it will be a farmer. It seems natural when you have mag, but there's nothing for certain just yet.
Yeah, they could still run it as a support and go into a very strong tri-lane, because as long as Gyro is in one of the tri-lanes, his Gyro just provides a lot of DPS from his Rocket Barrage and Flat Cannon.
He's not so great against Shadow Demon, though, because when you get disrupted, your Rocket Barrage really doesn't do anything. The Disruption Illusions will tank all of the damage. And he's a little bit squishy against the Burst of Orange, assuming they run the tri-lane we see now. So, I wonder if how they will play it.
I think it's more likely they'll do the Nyx Assassin middle, because I've seen them do a lot of times when they pick this style of lineup. They prefer to give the Nyx more farm and more levels over the Leshrock.
Orange are thinking that LGD is looking for some roaming here. It's pretty clear from the way Orange is banning. They are convinced that LGD International already has their 3 farmers. They don't look at this as a support gyro or support clockwork. They're looking at it and saying LGD need 2 supports. So they ban out the Rubik for 1437 and now the Chen for Misery. So just not expecting that support gyro. Maybe something that could come back to haunt them. If they're not prepared for it.
I think it's probably still up their mind. There's a lot of times LGD done this way. I don't think it's something that they never thought of.
What is Orange going to go for? That's the interesting question. Mushi, he's played Shadow Fiend, is it twice now? I think
Yeah,
it's twice.
both the
2
games.
games in a row. So I'm not
If you
really
go-
feeling the Shadow Fiend that much, to be honest.
If you're going split push,
It's a good pick,
Like-
that's true.
no, I mean there's one more even better pick than Shadow Fiend for split push, and he's not been seen playing in these 2 games. But in the past week, like a lot of games, you have seen this hero.
Nature's Prophet? Oh, Morphling.
Anti-mage more, I think.
Ah,
Anti-mage.
and they have Shadow Demon. That is very true. And LGD, they have 3 heroes with a low attack range, meaning Magnus, Clockwork, and Gyro are likely to be in the middle of the fight. And that's where Anti-Mage can punish you.
There's still Darkseer though.
That's true. LGD, they have been known to run a tri-lane Darkseer as well. Orange could look to run that as one of their solos. And there's always the Vacuum Split Earth combo, Vacuum into Impale. It's a little gimmicky, but it can be devastating.
I think their tri-lane, if they use Juggernaut, it will be very good against them. Juggernaut can't die to the
5
combination
seconds
of Shadow
remaining.
Demon, Lashrock, and Nyx Assassin. Juggernaut could be a good pickup, but they have to run a Gyro as support if they do that.
And Orange, again, they're not expecting it, so maybe that's where LGD can take advantage of them. If you thought this was a support Gyro, you'd probably have banned the Juggernaut here.
Yeah, and Juggernaut is also a very good 5-man hero because of the ward.
And they have a good 5-man. It's 3 low range heroes, but it's a very good 5-man.
It's a wombo combo again.
And Juggernaut even does a lot of damage in the fights, especially early on. Blade Fury really hurts. He's great against Nyx, because Carapace is useless when you're Blade Furying. Omni Slash will, of course, make you invulnerable, so you can't be stunned while you're using it. On all accounts, it's really a strong pick. We'll see what
Yeah.
they go for.
Or they still have... Maybe they can still go
10
for
seconds
something else.
remaining.
I don't know. If they decide to run the Gyro as support,
5
they could still go for...
Keeper and Weaver. Interesting. So it's looking like this is probably... So what are we looking at as far as lanes? Weaver to match up against Clockwork? And then Magnus mid versus someone yet to be decided for Orange.
Could be the Lashrock.
Could be the
middle.
Nyx, maybe. Yeah, maybe
Or-
Leshrac.
Or Nyx. It depends on, but I think it's most likely the Nyx because Shadow Demon plus Lashrock is much stronger as a dual support compared to Shadow Demon
10
and Nyx.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, the Shadow Demon Nyx just is a little bit lacking in damage. And Lion the final choice. So that's a great counter for the Weaver. You suggested it in game 1. They didn't go for it, but they get it now. He's
But
also
Lion
great
is-
against Nyx because you can just hex him. You don't do any damage,
Yeah.
so you don't get
It's-
stunned
I
by
think
Carapace.
It's vice versa. Lion at the same time is very vulnerable to Nyx.
That's true. But I mean, if he sees him coming in the fights, or if Nyx jumps in and Lion's not caught, he can just hex him. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. He can easily be ganked and picked off if he's out of position.
And not to mention mana burn hurts
10
him as hell.
seconds remaining.
This will also make life hell for the Shadow Fiend. If that's what Orange was thinking,
5 seconds
maybe they think
remaining.
again.
The last one is a Mushi hero.
Maybe even something like a Dragon Knight for him. We used to see him play that a lot. I feel like a Juggernaut for Orange wouldn't be horrible. They go OD.
Oh,
They go Obsidian
hero.
Destroyer. This is a
Why?
very squishy hero.
So easily taken down, but
And
if he...
and useless versus BKB as well. Will do nothing once this Gyro has a BKB.
Unless you hex him first.
That's true. The one good thing for Orange this game is they don't have to worry as much about LGDN's patented smoke ganks because, well, their smoke ganks aren't very good. Can't really smoke gank with Keeper. Lion's okay, but his disables don't last very long at the low levels, so they pick OD, but it's in a
you
game...
just don't smoke that early, LD. I
Yeah.
think.
But that's where Orange, or that's where LGDN normally strike.
Yeah, but they're getting too predictable. They have to randomize their smoke gang timing.
That's true. Let's see if they do it this game. I mean, I expect they will. I expect they'll delay. So,
5
what are you
seconds
thinking?
remaining.
Is LGDN really biding their time in terms of the pickups? Ohio has selected the Leshrac, so we'll see if there's any mind games going on with the picks here.
No, Ohio bought his items, so it's gonna be a support Nyx, and Lashrock is in the tri-lane farming.
So on that side, we've got the Malaysians, the sensations from RNG Esports. Net on the Shadow Demon leading the way. KYXY going to be Headley that Weaver. Mushi playing the OD. He struggled last game. Can he have a better performance this time around when it really counts? We'll see. Ohio on the Leshrac. I think I already introduced him. And Extinct, last but not least, playing the Nyx.
And for LGD, we have 1437 on the position 5, keeper of the light. Rex on the clockwork. Seems like he's going middle. Piecut on the gyro, carry gyro. He started out with a magic stick. G on the Magnus.
Off lane
The
for
final
him.
pickup. Yeah, and then last but not least, Lion by Misery.
Oh, it's that off the bat. Orange, looking for an opening here, but no. Something they've done in the past is kind of hide behind these trees and then show someone out in the jungle, but not doing it this game.
You know what? They can banish you from time forever, disruption, and prison you. You are 6 seconds out of the fight.
Uh-oh. Nat is feeling rather ballsy. The entire team will come through the trees. Pagcat is trapped! He's trapped! Oh, but the trees are cleared out there, and he's actually able to escape. Wow. I thought they had him. They all came through the trees.
The stun from the last shot cleared the trees.
That's unfortunate. If he had just waited with that stun, I think they had first blood.
And also the cogs as well, blocked them off quite a bit.
So with that being said, Winter, we're looking at a tri-lane. Nyx, Shadow Demon, Leshrac. Oh, they're going to find 1437. And I don't think he's getting out quite as easy. There's your splitter. The Impale is there, but Extinct still gets his stun off. This will be our first blood. Oh, they almost changed. Actually, they don't do it too soon. And they're all going to tank the Rocket Barrage. They're looking for Piecat now. 12 seconds on that disruption. This is dead. One by one. They're all falling down, but Piecat gets off one more Rocket Barrage. Then he dies anyway. The Impale, not quite there, but they can run Misery down. He's got low base move speed, only 290. I don't think they will, though. There will be respawns. There will be actually no TPs. I don't think they have money for TP scrolls. So off the bat, the initial first blood attempt fails with three heroes just charging through the tree line. But round 2 is a big success for Orange. 750 gold lead, 200 experience lead. Early boots for them, early upgraded courier if they want. And now the tri-lane for LGD. It gets a little bit tougher. Fortunately, they have Keeper of the Light.
Yeah, I think they should have just backed off after 1437 took a fall. They could have saved at least Piecut.
I think they just overestimated the strength of the gyrocopter because Orange, they didn't spread out. They got together so that Rocket Barrage did virtually nothing. When it hits one target, it's ridiculous. When it hits 2 or 3, doesn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, Rocket Barrage at level 1 does 300 damage if you take the full hit.
And it's got, what is it, a 5-second cooldown? Something like that. 6? 7. 7 at level 1, but it scales down. I mean, it really is. You can use it like 3 or 4 times in a fight, but again, just smart defensive play from Orange. Sticking together, not panicking. They get the early kills, and now we're going to see a farmy Leshrac.
Yeah, but when you look at the other lanes, G had a very good at start because he had a DD rune at level 1. Look at the last hit, he's way ahead of the Weaver.
8 and 2. Good news for KYXY is he probably won't die in this lane, and as he levels up, unless G's constantly bottle crowing, it will get hard for him. Bottom lane, they'll go in on Piecat again, and they'll bring him down again. They just weren't in position. I mean, really, there's not a whole lot they can do, I guess. There's no disruption. Illuminate, if it doesn't kill anyone, is not going to scare them away. They are winning that top lane, but not so much anymore. G's going to fall now. The salve is there. Oh, he just lives. But huge economic damage from KYXY, forces out a salve, and he'll go back in. Oh, he'll go back in. G! Oh no, he thought he didn't see him coming. I think he maybe didn't have vision. He was looking elsewhere on the map. I'm not sure. But he gives up a crucial kill. So now 2 lanes now being lost for LGD.int. Heavily in the bottom lane.
Mid lane is lost as well. There's nothing Clockwork can do against OD.
And you can't even spam your cogs very easily. I mean, you can use them, but you're not throwing rockets.
He has only 140 mana maximum.
He can use 2 bottle charges, and then hopefully OD doesn't steal his mana during that time. This is very bad for Orange. Or for LGD. Can they recover from this? Can they stabilize?
They have to rely on the mid game RPs and Clockwork hooks to decide whether they can call back. I think the early game is already gone for them.
And the gyrocopter, I can't believe Piecat is going in here. Very aggressive play. Just out of range for the disruption was Nat. But now every hero in this lane should have boots. Do we see boots on Extinct? We do. Ohio actually the only one who doesn't, despite being the carry, because I don't think he's gotten any of the kills. Yeah, 3 assists. But now he just about has them. Mushi with the haste turn mid, doing work, easily dominating his lane. 13 and 11. Everything looking good for Orange. But the mid game for LGD feels a bit stronger, I think, just in terms of their team fight. If they hit a good cooldown RP and they have Illuminate, that's too much. Top lane, another dive on G. Not going for the kill just yet.
It would have been so good if he didn't die, and because he was sending his bottle over to refill there, G, before he died there. It was just so bad that he died at that timing.
Just a momentary lapse, a slip in concentration. G obviously, it obviously was something else. Either team communication, he wasn't focusing, he moved his camera for a second, but that was the second one KYXY went in. Just the worst possible timing in the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna refill both their bottles, I think, yeah. We're gonna do it.
Oh, so they're doing the LGD China style double courier.
Double bottle on one courier to be maximizing your efficiency. Oh no, they're gonna refill only one. I thought he's gonna send it to middle.
Well, Brax, look at his mana. 117. He's hardly got enough for anything. Fortunately, it's clockwork. If this was any other hero, pretty much, he wouldn't even be able to cast a single spell. Oh, top lane, another dive onto G. He doesn't have mana for a skewer. KYXY, seeing that, could maybe go for the tower dive, but would be a bit risky. He won't choose to do so. I have to ask you, Winter, why does he not level up even a single point in the Swarm? I feel like it's worth getting 1 point, but it seems like KYXY doesn't agree.
I think it's better to skill the way he skilled it, to dominate the lane more. He wants to destroy the mech in the lane.
I was reading that 2009 was apparently flaming. I think it was KYXY for not taking any points in the Swarm. And, I mean, I generally do, so I was a little curious, but I guess you can spam the auto attacks a little more with this Geminate attack.
It's for the Geminate attack, but it's not much difference level 1 and level 2, so...
The one nice thing is it kind of disrupts the bottle charge usages. That's the one big benefit.
Yeah, but going level 1 Geminate attack to level 2 is basically reducing the cooldown by 1 second. It gets a big jump at 3 to 4, where it's reduced by 1.5.
Well, the top lane's still going well for them. Now, KYXY pulls ahead. He's getting good farm. Mushi, doing well in the middle lane as well. Has to have something on the courier. Wow, this is a stack courier for the early game. That G1 courier, in fact. Kind of an ugly thing. But it's free. It comes with the ticket. Which apparently is selling like hotcakes, so... Good for the organizers. You have one as well, you were saying?
Yeah.
It's not my favorite tournament courier ever, I'll be totally honest with you. Scouting out with Shadow Poison. 1437. He's in a bit of trouble. Net's gonna find him. There's your disruption. I can't believe LGD weren't prepared for this, but it's nighttime, so that's why. They didn't actually see the Shadow Poison scout. They get the kill. They get out. It's now 5-0, and although Brax wanted to head towards bottom, he doesn't have mana. He can't even gank. Oh, now he does, but didn't then. Mushi's actually gone bottle on OD. We don't normally see this. It's just to deal with the rocket spam, you think?
I don't like the bottle on OD. He just wants to get runes, I guess, and refill the bottle, because for HP regen, Tranquil Boost is just the go-to item.
I guess because he's on the dire side and Orange are winning the tri-lane, they'll have control of the bottom rune. But he can't really outpush a Clockwork, so he's not getting the rune if it spawns top.
Yeah, there's no point getting a bottle for that reason, I think.
But whatever we think about Mushi's item selections, we cannot argue with his mechanics and his solo mid prowess. He is 32-25 against the 16-7 of Brax. Not that Brax should be able to win this lane, but this is losing very hard.
Brax is doing alright. It's
a really bad matchup. It is.
Yeah, it's just a very bad matchup for him. There's nothing much he can do.
Brax, in spite of all those denies, is actually still level 7. I'm surprised he's not farther behind. He is a melee hero, but even so, that's 25 denies. That's a lot of experience.
He has 7 denies of his own because it affects range heroes a lot more than melee heroes.
That's very true. We'll see 3 heroes rotate in. They want to do something about the Mushi problem. But simultaneously, Orange are rotating mid as well. We could see a big dust up here with 4 heroes descending upon the lane. Oh, not this. Not this. Are they going to make Mushi sad? I think they are.
He's dead. He's dead.
He's so dead. Where's the skewer? No mana for skewer. Oh no, now he gets astral. Maybe he's not so dead. Brax has no mana either. He should have been dead, but G didn't quite have the mana there. Didn't do the math.
He had full mana, but his mana pool doesn't support the 3 spells. He should have used skewer, then bottle up during the skewer and use his shockwave. Then he would have enough mana for 3 spells.
And I think it's also... Oh, they're going to find Pycat. Disruption to start, Soul Catcher to follow, and the illusions will tank the Rocket Barrage. So as mentioned earlier, it does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Pycat going to fall again. That's what, 4 deaths for him? Only 3. But it's bad. They already used their RP. Now the dive happening from Ohio, who's going to find a kill all by himself on 1437. The backup was coming, but Brax, no mana on him. Top lane, simultaneously, a dive onto G. Looking for the kill. Not going to be enough. He just gets away. But KYXY, with Tranquil Boots and Bottle, will never have to leave this lane. What a start for Orange. What a start. After a what had to be a deflating Game 2 loss, with LGD beating them late at their own game. Now a 5k gold lead, a 5k experience lead. They already used their RP to get a solo kill on Mushi. Is it enough? Or to try and get a solo kill, I mean. Excuse me. Can they take this? They're so far behind.
Never lose hope, LD. I'm gonna say this to you.
I won't lose hope. But it looks very bleak. It really does.
There's always a chance. Oh, they're gonna kill Misery if he still wants to. Oh,
Misery! Oh yeah, that's not good. He'll eat an Impale. Look at it, just the Soul Catcher Impale and death, and now almost Vendetta online. And the supports for LGD.int, they're gonna smoke. Smokey with Keeper of the Light, Smokey with your Chilin Gyro, who's level 4. They're gonna run right into net. And actually they're gonna miss him. And they're gonna run right into a Nyx. They'll find Extinct. He doesn't have a Tango. He's sitting inside the trees. They know he's there. They're looking for him. There's the Impale. Now the Spike Carapace will be there and Brax will hook in. Catches him in the cogs. The Barrage will fly. They'll get a much needed kill on Extinct. It takes a smoke. It takes a hook. It takes 3 heroes. And while this is happening, Pycat does not farm, but they get the kill.
Yeah, they are very desperate for anything now. Look at G.
He was just toying or maybe just trying to scare off KYXY. He's got to be getting annoyed.
I think he's just frustrated that the game has panned out this way.
Basically,
it's just his way of venting his frustration.
Oh, and they're gonna find a courier too.
Oh my god!
Come on, man.
Can this game even get more worse for LGD?
Is it possible to have a worse start? 8-1. They're losing mid in terms of CS. They're losing top in terms of CS. They're losing all 3 lanes. They're losing in terms of CS. They lost all 3 lanes in terms of kills. They failed their Gecko Mushi mid. The courier gets sniped. Pycat is level 4. At 11 minutes in is a tri-lane, safe lane gyro. I don't know what you do. And now top. KYXY is going in. There's no mana for an RP, but there are stick charges. There with the swarm. He'll bottle up. Or wand up, but I think he's gonna die. Goes back to the fountain. The bug will be killed off. The fountain, the savior. But driven out of the lane again. Can't even farm his arcanes. No, they're coming around mid. But they're coming around with a level 4 Keeper, a level 4 Gyro. This is one of the most desperate things I've ever seen. And the hook will fly in, but there's a Nyx here. There's a Nyx on the back lines who kills Misery before he gets off his Impale. Mushi drops his ultimate, then goes inside the Astral Imprisonment. He'll pop back out. He'll look to go again. He's trying to kill a Pycat who will eat a Soul Catcher, will eat a Purge. Pycat should fall again. He mans up, but everyone No, he'll live! He'll live! The RP from G is enough, but he'll die in the end. They get the double. They lose the OD, but it came at a great cost. It came at the cost of the Lion, it came at the cost of an RP, a TP in from G, while Weaver split pushing farming top, as well as Ohio, who, oh by the way, takes the tower, has 1900 gold. I think our LGD.int will be okay with that, but it's hardly a great victory.
Yeah, actually the Mag actually walked all the way from the mid, because he TP'd back from the last time, so he walked all the way and he was able to arrive there on time to land that RP.
And look, great movement from G, but look what's happening top. The tower's down to half health, and of course bottom, as I mentioned, the tower just died. Their lineup, they have so much damage on paper, just the hero composition, but they don't really have the levels to hit hard. And a BKB Leshrac, or even just a Bloodstone Leshrac, is going to be tough. He's bought a Soul Booster. He's going Bloodstone.
Yeah, Soul Booster already. I think he's gonna... Bloodstone is a very good choice here, because he's so farm at the start, they're having such a big lead. You accumulate your Bloodstone charges, you become unstoppable during the mid game.
You know, it reminds me of the good old days with Orange, back when Yamate was always playing that carry Shrek.
That was what we were doing all the time. Everyone was like, why Leshrac is farming? Why is Orange farming Leshrac? Are those guys nuts? Everyone is playing support Leshrac and we are playing carry Leshrac.
Oh, they're gonna find net. There's your hook, catches him out. And they should be able to deward this. He'll get caught by the cogs. But in dying, he will at least give a warning to our Leshrac, who will, of course, run away. I imagine they'll deward. I mean, it's pretty obvious why Shadow Demon's there. No sentries yet, but they'll deward that soon. But the fact that he's even able to go place that ward really tells the tale of this game. You would never be placing that ward at 13 minutes in most games.
True.
Not to mention, look at these wards. The jungle is not safe. How is Pycat going to catch up? There's nowhere for him to farm.
You have to take it step by step. Every small kill, every little thing.
Extinct. Extinct.
They
They saw him, but he's on the chase. I don't think they'll dive this. He actually, does he want G? He'll actually throw out the Impale. He doesn't even get Vendetta off. This might be an overextension. Brax has no hook. So do they try to go on the back line for him? G, there's your cogs. Catches out.
Oh no,
he time-lapsed inside the cogs. He's probably gonna die. Oh boy, what a pick-off.
Bad mistake, very bad mistake there. There was no way he should rush that ultimate. He can just wait for...
Oh, but they're gonna find G anyway, who will, no skewer, has RP, won't get it off. So right away, LGD.int throw one back, and now the dive mid. Net going for a man mode fight on 1437. He'll back off, then he'll look to go back in. Throwing out some more poison, not quite enough. But now they're getting the tower mid, and Ohio's joined the fight. Brax caught. The hook, are you sure it was a hook in? It looks like trying to hook away, but yeah, he's dead either way.
Yeah. I didn't see. I just heard a hook sound. I think he was trying to hook.
Here comes Moosh. Oh shit! Oh shit! He just blew him up, and that's an intelligence hero. Lion has 37 intelligence, but look at Mushi. Mushi has, how much intelligence is that? Sitting on 83 intelligence.
It's not even his intreads.
Yeah, not even his intreads. And he's got money now. He could go for that Force Staff right now. Could go for the Yule Scepter. I think it'll be the Force.
They're going to rush now. They have a medallion on the Weaver.
And versus Clockwork, Clockwork can really control an OD in the fights, but now you have Disruption, Astral Imprisonment, and you have a Force Staff. So suddenly Clockwork Cogs are not going to do much. And he'll pick it up now.
They have to rely on the mid-game team fight potential. They can do a lot of damage on the congested area, illuminate, impale. If they hit the Magnus ultimate correctly with the cogs and the cooldown, they can dish out a lot of damage. But at the same time, Orange can just disrupt whoever is being aimed or prison whoever is being targeted down, unless they get both of those heroes in the AoE.
While you're talking about the strategy of the fights, I'm just looking at the gold graph and I'm shaking my head. 12k lead for LGD.int, 10k experience, 9k maybe. LGD smoked up, they'll start with a hook, they catch out Mushi, remember, he's got a Force Staff. And now the Astral Imprisonment is actually going to not be comboed well with the Leshrac stun, but the bugs come out, the Impale from the Nyx is there, a nice call down catching everyone, a secondary stun, the AoE was there, they get 3, they're turning the fight around, they get 3, they might even get 4, a Sentry Ward deployed for KYXY, what is he thinking? He actually time-lapses, the finger follows him through the time-lapse, the disconnect from the Clockwork, the finger hits him after the time-lapse, I believe, what a crazy fight.
Was that even supposed to happen?
I don't know. I guess it does. It certainly did happen.
He casted the finger before he time-lapse, and time-lapse should be able to dodge that damage, if I'm not mistaken.
I guess it was in the cast animation, and then it hits him after the time-lapse, and it doesn't force you to retarget when you time-lapse. So I guess it is working correctly.
Okay.
It's very unusual though. The timing
should have been touched.
Alright, well now they used everything, so here we'll see a buyback from the OD, comes in with the ultimate, look at him, where is it? Oh, it doesn't actually have it, the RP is there from G, and Extinct!
Dodge the RP.
Oh man, Mushi dodges it, now the disruption, they look to get Pycat, another Impale for Misery, Pycat hitting a creep is Mushi, will that be a chance to escape? It doesn't look like it, 4 step in, now they want more, they want Misery, they don't have a Purge, but it's cooling down, Misery hoofing it out of there, they're not going to chase. What an incredible fight for LGD.int, but in spite of that, they're still down by 10k gold and 5k experience. They're still down by a massive deficit.
Alright, OD bought out and they RP'd. Even though he dodged the RP, they still killed the NA. So it wasn't too bad.
That was an amazing fight for LGD.int. They were down by like more than their team is worth practically. And they managed to win it.
The only way they would have come back in the game is through the team fight.
Yeah, it's like exactly like you talked about. But in spite of that, there's no RP, and they're going Roche. They don't have anyone to tank it. Rocket's gonna do a lot of damage.
They don't have mecha.
Yeah, Mushi going for that early Force Staff, an understandable choice, but Roche dropping very quickly. Medallion being continuously applied.
Are they gonna hook in this? Are they gonna hook
Call down
in?
into hook, into cogs can be bad, but they're gonna slow down Pycat. The hook is there. Brax jumps in. Mushi grabs the Aegis.
Mushi got the Aegis.
Mushi got the Aegis, but he's trapped in the pit along with Brax. There's a party in the house. Brax on the run. Mushi doing work. And meanwhile, while that was happening, our Magnus skewered one up to the high ground. But it looks like the fight going heavily in favor of Orange. A buyback for Pycat. Boy, are they desperate now. Surprised he bought back, really. There was no way to get to the pit.
They got the last hit of the Roshan at least.
Did they really?
Yeah, they got the last hit.
Oh, Mushi snatched it. Was it the clockwork? Who last hit it?
I think it was a call down or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Roche, that's very hard to do with a magic spell because Roche has such high magic resistance. Almost never happens. Well, they get the gold, and gold is really what they need right now, but Orange have a level 12 OD with an Aegis. And experience-wise, trading will favor LGD.int, and I feel above all else their team needs levels, so I would say even that fight's not that bad for LGD.int.
No, it's not bad at all, to be honest. They still got the goal from the Aegis, and they got from the Roche, and they got a couple of kills. It was not too bad.
G has his Blink RP online, but KYXY too big to kill solo now with that ultimate pickup.
It was a very good decision by them to contest at that point of time for the Roshan. It was just hugely disappointment for them that they couldn't steal the Aegis as well.
If they'd stolen the Aegis on the Gyrocopter, he's such a good hero to have that on, even without a BKB or big damage items, because you get to use multiple rocket barrages. You won't get to use 2 cooldowns in one fight, but it just really... It allows you to take the fight, kill off one, RP by G, not gonna hit.
Yeah, oh my god, LD. Gyro has gone Bracer Gaming.
Bracer Gaming. Oh, we're not laughing at Pycat, I'm just laughing at the term. And they will have a Sentry Ward spot him out, but he eats a Purge. There's a TP coming from Brax first, and then the TP coming from G as well. Everybody coming bottom, but they get the kill. Now the question is, can they get out safely? Extinct, he wants to run, but he's trapped by the Cogs. Final TP, but then he goes down too. Those Cogs from Brax doing work, but Pycat has died yet again. That late game damage dealer just not finding the farm. Now Net looking to escape. He'll get away. G heading north, but everybody is gone. They didn't get the Weaver this time. They didn't get the OD. Mushi now, what has he purchased? Ultimate Orb. So, Sight the Vice. A big item for him.
Bracer Gaming allowed his teammates enough time to kill the other 2 heroes.
Mushi Gaming, manning up here.
I
don't know if he could solo kill this. I don't think OD... No, he probably could have, actually.
I think he could have.
He wasn't sure. He was thinking about it, but he just wasn't sure.
I think he had enough damage if he switched to interest. I think he had enough.
I agree, but OD is one of those heroes where it's kind of hard to tell, right? I mean, until you get to a certain point in the game, and if he screws that up, that's an important teamfight ultimate for them, and it's got a very long cooldown. 160 seconds.
I thought he had a good chance of killing the Magnus there. Knowing Mushi, he's a very aggressive player. He wouldn't hesitate if there was even a slightest chance of killing the guy.
Well, he hesitates there. A rare decision for Mushi. Now, Winter, as we head towards the mid-game, I think it's important to talk about the matchup. Orange, they have a Weaver and an OD as their 2 hard carries. OD, in theory, does incredible physical, or, well, not physical, but pure damage with his orb. The problem is, it doesn't actually affect heroes who are BKB'd. And on the side of LGD, we have a Magnus going for a BKB. We have Brax not going for one, but could eventually on the Clockwork. And then last but not least, at some point, Bracer Gaming will become BKB Gaming if Pycat ever finds some kills. So as big as Mushi is getting, it's possible that he won't do that much damage in the fights. But he can kill the supports. I suppose that's the one thing at the end of the day.
We might even see the Magnus becoming the carry.
Maybe that's what they have to adjust into, but first they'll need a BKB. He'll definitely need that versus Disruption, Astral Imprisonment, of course, then the Nyx. The Nyx alone is like, well, this one hero means I need BKB. Pretty silly stuff.
Yeah, Nyx is just very annoying. The mana burn and you can't hit him if you don't have a BKB. Spike Carapace just allows the Nyx to survive almost all the situations.
And you have to start with Blink RP until you have one, or otherwise if you Skewer or Shockwave or even Auto Attack, his Carapace hits you and then he runs away. So you have to Blink RP first, then you get stunned, and then maybe the fight turns around.
You need a BKB for that, definitely. They're gonna try top? Are they gonna try?
Blink, Skewer, into the ward, into a Hex! Then the Impale, what an Impale!
Oh my god, that was such a good kill.
And they didn't blow RP, that's the amazing thing.
Such a good coordinated kill without using the RP, oh my god, I was very astonished by
like
how well they executed that.
99% of the time, a player will just blink at RP, but G says, we're doing this the economic way.
He had the balls to save his RP there.
Yeah, that takes some cojones, man. This G.
what would have normally happened didn't happen. Blink RP, he just blink and skip.
And what's also impressive is Misery was actually able to target the Weaver with Impale, which when he's moving in Sakuchi, and he still gets the haste speed, even when he's hexed, is very hard.
Because he was already very close range to him, G did all the dirty work.
Yeah, that it was, but I mean, great coordination all around, exactly like you said.
I swear, 9 out of 10 players would use the RP there.
I'd say like 999 out of 1,000 players would use the RP there. I was literally the phrase blink RP was forming in my mouth because that's what always happens. You blink RP and you kill the carry. Not
what?
G.
Oh, he has RP now!
Now he'll use it. He'll catch KYXY, who's inside of a sentry. He'll eat an impale. He's focused down. He's brought down, but they did blow their call down as well. Here comes additional TPs. Net doesn't cancel his own. He gets cogged. He gets focused down. Now Extinct shows up one by one. They're just walking into the meat grinder. Mushi is here. Here comes Ohio. He needs to hit the splitter. That's a 2-hero impale, but the stun coming out from the Nyx. On to Pycat. Ohio looking for the damage, looking for the chase. He's trying to bring down Pycat. He's hexed. He's still running. He's still too fast. He's hasted. He's doing work. Carry Shrek on the move, gets some more. Mushi dropping the ult, 1437, running for his life, but Brax is here, bails him out. The imprisoned, the 4-step forward, Mushi's going in, while being cogged, while being battery assaulted, and now Brax has to run as well. Brax cannot fight against this. He'll try to, maybe he can, it's so close, it's so close. He'll do what? But then Extinct comes in and cleans up, and meanwhile Ohio running, he's going in, he dodges the shockwave, he should get the kill! He will! Triple for Ohio! What a fight! What a freaking fight! Oh. That looks so bad for Orange. That was like the worst fight I've ever seen.
If they didn't have the economical advantage, that could have never won that fight.
And if they didn't have a haste run on their Leshrac either.
Yeah, the haste rune was very crucial, but more importantly was the level advantage they had.
In 2 minutes, I might have to alt-tab and read the chat, because I can't even remember how everyone is going to react to that chaos. But Orange, in the end, they do come out on top. Pycat is getting closer to that BKB. He's got... I'm trying to refocus here. I'm really trying. He's got that Ogre Club, working towards the BKB.
Bracer Gaming is leaving Bracer Gaming for a higher level of gaming.
He's B-gaming. Bracers, BKBs, boots.
It actually makes sense.
I was about to say power treads. I'm like, that doesn't start with a B. Gotta go with boots.
Oh, Nyx is gonna be looking around. I think he might catch someone from here. They don't have gem. Oh, they have sentries. If Lion plants it right before the gang starts.
Here comes G.
They have vision. They see the gyro farming here.
But there's nobody really backing him up. Can Nyx kill him solo? No, I don't think so. Not with two
I don't
bracers.
think so. Bracers is his friend right now.
Bracer
Good
gaming
friend.
is too strong. This is a... I actually did not know about this spot. It's very interesting. I mean, I know you could hide there. I didn't realize the vision it gave you.
Oh, you mean... Oh yeah, you mean he's able to look at the ancients from there.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. You learn something new every day, Winter, I'll tell you. They're still lurking top. They still want to go on KYXY.
There's a saying, it's never too late to learn.
G is trying to teach us all a thing or two about Magnus play, but Net is scouting him out. Great,
Yeah,
and here comes the backstab. Here comes Extinct. He'll pop the Carapace. There's nothing that G can... Oh, no.
He's gonna ditch him.
Yep. See ya, Misery. See ya. Oh, nice try with the Impale, but it won't matter. He'll go down.
He's still not dead yet.
Yep.
Took surprisingly long to kill him.
Yeah, not the most well-coordinated engagement, but... I mean, the big thing is without the BKB, there's just nothing that G can do there.
You have to find a trade-off somewhere. It's alright, I think. G didn't die. They just lost the support from that. It's not the biggest loss ever.
Here comes a smoke yank from Orange. Their supports are very farmed.
Their supports are like kings and queens now.
Especially, look at this. I mean, look at this Nyx. He's making life such hell. Well, here a hook.
Oh,
it catches Ohio. Ohio's tanky. He's not going to die too quickly. He can't even cast the spell, though, because of the battery assault. Oh, man. If he got a spell off, maybe they could have turned that around.
Such a big kill. He lost 2 bloodstones, and that's a big thing. You don't want him to have so many bloodstones when you reach the mid game where he respawns right after he dies. Oh, are they gonna get the Magnus now?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
they are. Here comes our Nyx. Impale to start. I think they could kill him. He has a double damager and he has a TP. He's purged though,
He's
and that ruins
dead.
him. He thinks about the RP. He's just toying with them. He's low. He's low. He's earned. There's the Hex going the other way. There's one more bottle charge. The BKB arrives in the middle of the fight, and he lives. He lives because the last Shadow Poison could not be cast because the Hex was there. The Misery that just died comes right back, bails out his Magnus, and G lives. Doesn't even have to waste an RP. Orange giving up a lot of fights now. They're really letting LGD.int stay in this game. Not the most stable play.
Yeah, it was also. To be honest, I think I was thinking if I were the Nyx and the Shadow Demon, I would have also went for that kill. I really thought they had enough damage to kill the Magnet.
Was there anything they could have done differently? It seemed like it was pretty much perfect.
It was perfect. He used Spike Carapace at already the best timing to not allow the Magnus to RP both of them. So I don't think there's anything he could have done.
And Net also threw down the Purge from a safe distance, so he made sure that he couldn't get caught by a Skewer or an RP. And in spite of all of that, we have a Scythe Device on Mushi, we have Roshan up again, and Obsidian Destroyer, one nice thing about him is Arcane Orb does work on Rosh, so you can actually kill Roshan very quickly with this hero.
Yeah, you can do it very fast.
The Medallion of Weaver won't really synergize with that, but it's still a nice thing to have.
I think the Weaver has to go a lot of HP
Yeah.
a lot of HP item as well. He's gonna die very fast in the fight. Even with the Linkers, I don't think it will help him that much.
Yeah, there are some ways to remove that. The Mana Drain is one, the Mana Leak's another.
And the rocket from the homing missile from the.
Oh, that's probably the best one. There you go.
He just.
Winter, you're like a prophet.
But he just has to stay safe right until his Lincoln's cooldown is back up.
Mushi he desperately wants to go Rosh.
And I think that if they fight here, there's a very, very huge chance LGD will win the fight because of the Lyra.
And they have a BKB on G too.
Yeah, he's so fat.
The Purge could be the one. Oh, Extinct
there
jumps
goes-
in! Jumps in, he gets hexed, he
no,
doesn't pop Carapace, he gets fingered, but imprisoned by Mushi isn't going to be enough to turn it around. He comes out, he dies in a matter of seconds. Ohio on the chase. Mushi drives it back, 3 hit the deck. In comes the BKB, only catches 1 with the RP, and this looks to be a total mess for LGD. It's cleanup duty for KYXY, chasing Pycat. Orange finally finding the fight, overwhelming LGD with their massive, massive item advantage. And it looked like a good fight for LGD there for a moment, but Winter, it just wasn't quite enough. That imprisonment from Mushi was very crucial. Even though the Nyx died, because it made LGD stick around to try and kill him.
Yeah, it was like what you mentioned, the level and item difference was far big. If it would have been a normal, even more even terms, the fight could have definitely gone LGD's way.
This game is giving me some heart attacks.
Are they going to try to steal again?
It's Brax Gaming. He's got one Bracer, so it's Team Bracer Gaming. Thinking about a Roche, thinking about a hook. Will he go? Will he go? Rocket to fly. They're body blocking him. They're creating a moving wall of heroes so that he can't find a hook, and he won't. That's pretty clever. Just a moving screen.
If they get an engage now.
Oh no! There's your blink. Your stun will catch G. Remember, RP's on cooldown. He has a BKB, but it's on cooldown as well. He'll die. Now Brax Purge. This should be 2 dead. He'll hook away to safety. Never mind that. Spider-Man gets out, but the chase is on. KYXY hunting behind the tower. There's your Illuminate hitting a few, but it's only poor Misery left to his own devices. Run down by Ohio. Won't be enough for him to live. Mushi's low, but Mushi's still alive. KYXY able to get on out of there, so they get 2. They waste the Brax hook. Without the RP BKB, LGD.int just can't take a fight.
He almost survived there. The blinding light. Mushi missed 2 hits in a row, and it seems like the lion was going to survive.
Just for a moment. Meanwhile, Net lurks on the high ground. Cogs deployed by Brax. Anything to slow down this push. But with Edict, the one beautiful thing. There's your blink in from Extinct. He'll deploy his Carapace, then he'll back off. The one beautiful thing about the carry Shrek is, boy, does he push. And he pushes hard.
And not to mention that NA with a Blink Dagger, whoa, that's just sick initiation. You can't basically, without a BKB, you can't do anything.
Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
The tower is going to die in spite of that.
they're all very low. I think they can try and engage. Oh no, they're not gonna try. They denied the tower, but...
Brax is he's hunting, but it looks like he's too... Nope.
Oh, he hooked the thing.
I think he was way out of range. Even
Yeah.
Hook is not that long. That was like a 3,000 range hook he attempted, I think.
What spell is 3,000 range? You got me thinking for that.
Only global spells, I think.
Even Glimpse, I think it's not 3,000.
Glimpse is 1,800, yeah. I think hook is longer than Glimpse, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Extinct's hiding in the trees. He could blink out here, but he's worried about that RP counter initiate. Oh, now we'll go. But BKB is up on Pycat. They have to back off. They're trying to go on Ohio. KYXY on the run north. They can't quite find the opening for Pycat to do any real significant damage. Illuminate splashes through. Everyone's still healthy on Orange, and now with the BKB and Pycat down, you gotta run, and you gotta run fast. Brax giving chase, 4-step forward, then a blink forward. What teamwork from Orange, showcasing their own teamwork. Pycat now being surrounded, but not really focused. The big damage dealers, the heavy hitters, are Mushi, and then they're Ohio, and those two could not get in range. But now they D-ward, and now maybe look at a tier 2 bottom.
They're gonna move to bottom, take out all the outer tier towers.
Yeah, no. LGD, they really need all the big things to fight. They need the BKB up on both the mag and the gyro, and they're gonna need the RP. Without that, I don't think they can fight. They're gonna try though. They're gonna try and prove me wrong.
You can tell how much of an advantage they have in terms of hero and spells when they come and clash.
Hook!
Oh, they're gonna
hits Ohio to start this fight. Now the blade mail. 4-staffed out by Mushi. Then Mushi runs north to dodge most of that rocket damage. Actually not. Blink, RP, catches two. The disruption by Net is going to keep him alive. Then he comes out, and he's angry now. There's your purge. He drops the ult. It catches 4. Doesn't hurt G, though, because G, of course, is not taking any additional damage as he's in BKB, but still Brax on the run. A blink forward, a blinding light to drive them back, and when it's all said and done, they get the tower, they get a few more kills. And Orange really feeling like this is their game now, Winter. They're pulling farther and farther ahead. They still haven't lost the Aegis. They're actually feeling confident enough to try and break the base against a Keeper.
Against Keeper without mech and pipe.
Yeah, they have no mech, they have no pipe, they don't have any BKBs, but we'll see.
Just have to type in to kill the Keeper if they can.
This is dangerous. I think they'll have to back now. They'll probably have to go.
Someone might even die here, I think.
Nice call down. Does a lot to slow down this push.
My god.
I think Orange should be very careful, but no, actually still no buyback on that mag. Hook will miss. Oh, they needed that to hit. Now Extinct jumps in, hits the Impale. This might be the game-deciding fight, or at least the Rax killing fight. Mushi still has Aegis. They'll kill him, but now Pyket's purge. His BKB is probably down. I think it's this third charge being used. With BKB down, it looks like they'll lose Rax. They will have an RP in 25, but it's going to be too late. Rax should fall. Orange, take the Rax, then the plan should be to get back out. I imagine that's what we'll see. There will be a TP in from our Magnus, perhaps? Nope, just gonna run in.
They're gonna back off and smoke back in, knowing Mushi quite well.
Well, maybe not now that there's a pause. That'll give LGD a lot of time to think.
Yeah, I don't think they'll go in now. And there's a sentry outside the base.
LGD.int, for anybody just tuning in, this is a best of 3, and it's a crucial game over in Group A of the G1 Champions League. LGD International, the game... Oh, we're having it on pause now. No time to talk about it. But the winner of this game will be first or second place in the group. The loser, guaranteed to be third or fourth.
They smoked.
They smoked. They just killed the sentry. Winter, I think you're inside the head of Orange a little bit too well. Oh, man. Look at this mind hack. You know, in Dota, it's map hack, and Counter-Strike and other first-person shooters, it's wall hack. With Winter, it's mind hack. And they're going to go in right now on Brax, I think. Blake, there's your... Actually, they go in on G. They look to focus him down. He's been monobird. He still has BKB, but now he's purged. He gets off the BKB. He skewers away to safety, but he will be finished off by KYXY. He didn't have buyback last fight. He won't have it this fight. They'll get the ranged Rax. Maybe even get 2. They catch Brax. Brax 4-staffed away, but not the way he wanted to go. He'll buy back. But Orange, on the back of that... Wow, that was a really killer instinct fight for Orange.
Yeah, that's the way to further move your team forward in terms of lead. That's a very good play there.
You know, sometimes Mushi is just so decisive making those calls, and then other times it feels... It's just one game he's so decisive, then the next game it feels like he has no idea about to blink in.
Gyro is hexed.
Yeah, there's your Carapace, an instant burst, an instant kill. The finger out, dodged by the disruption. Net continues to be absolutely mind-blowingly strong on his, but there's the hook. The cogs. Mushi will force out. Mushi's got his ult. Mushi's got his ult. Be careful about diving this guy. Gyro pops his. The call down to fly. Mushi is low. Mushi will just live. Will just barely live. There's a homie missile chasing him. The rocket brings him down, but now Extinct Turning around to Pycat. Pycat still alive. Man moding up. Will he live through this? Another disruption from Net. Net, stop. Just stop, Net, please, for the love of God. Stop it, man. Now he's on the run. In the end, Pycat will go down because of that disruption. 1437, giving chase. Gandalf here to save the day. He's fighting it for all he's worth against the forces of Mordor, but it doesn't seem like it is. Now KYXY, his turn to type. He eats an RP under the tower, but your time lapse is going to be here. Mushi unloads, drops the ult, kills 2, Brax to fall, and that just might be it. That's like 20 billion buybacks, and then everybody getting clobbered in the face. Massive gold for Orange.
He didn't get the blade mail timing right for the OD ultimate. Oh my god, if that hit, I don't know if Mushi will die himself.
Did he use it there?
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
but
I didn't see it.
he didn't get the timing. I think he used it a fraction too late.
It's very hard with Satity's Eclipse because the cast animation is not that long.
Yeah. It's game.
That's game. So it will be RNG Sports. You're guaranteed with this win to be advancing, at least having an inside shot at first place. At worst, they'll be second. They lost 0-2 to Rattlesnake. So if you're RNG Sports or if you're a fan of this team, you are currently rooting for LGD China because Orange beat LGD China. So
If LGD wins the next game, so it'll be Orange first, LGD China second, right?
I think so. And if LGD China lose that game, then it goes down to, it would be LGD who is third place and LGD China who's eliminated. So interesting. One LGD team will be going home. I think that's what this result means no matter what. Just because of how the tiebreakers are going to work. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. Well, I imagine the Westerners will be rooting for LGD International, but we'll have to see. They no longer control their own fate as the final fight of this amazing best of 3 will come to a thrilling conclusion. Ohio doing work. Man mode for him, killing everybody off. He still wants more. He's running out of mana. G will take a fall. The Soul Catcher brings him down. GG's from everyone. It really was such a great series from both teams. A 4-step into the fountain, and that's actually going to trigger your Keeper of the Light Monolith stun, but Ohio had a Ghost Scepter. He was ready for that. He'll get out safely. Winter, I think for both teams, this was a pretty impressive series. I mean, LGD.int, sure, they don't win the series, but just the fact that they took game 2 and they took a game late, I think that means a lot for the morale of this team. And also they took a game off Orange, something else they had really been struggling to do. But still, they don't win the series, and at the end of the day, that may cost them their shot to move on into the LAN finals.
To me, the thing that I'll remember for this game is the balls G had not to drop his RP when he blinked in to kill the viewer.
That and what's become just customary play from Net, which is hitting every disruption at the perfect time. You were telling me months and months ago, maybe even 4 or 5 months ago, that Net is the best support in Southeast Asia and possibly even elsewhere. One of the best anyway, and I mean, he shows it again. So, amazing play from RNG Sports. A great performance from LGD International, too, to force it to 3 games. They take this one to 40 minutes, far more than I would have expected, given how the game started. But in the end, their early mistakes were too much, and it will be the downfall of LGD. And they are now going to be 1 and 2 in the group. And if they want to advance, they actually, I think, have to root against LGD China to have a shot at being 3rd place. It's a tough situation for LGD Gaming, no matter how you look at it. Our final match of Group A will not be tomorrow, but it will be the next day, I believe, when it'll be LGD China versus Rattlesnake to determine who's going to be that second team advancing, or being a 1st/2nd place seed and having a guaranteed inside slot at advancing to the LAN finals. I'm LD, he is Winter, and we are pooped. Winter, any closing thoughts, any final words, plugs, shout-outs you want to make? Thank you for joining me, I must say. It's been a real treat and a privilege having you here.
Every time I do games with you, things like that happen, but I got to say, all the LGD players has a lot of balls. Look at Shell 8. He took part in a dating program, and look at G, not dropping the RP when he's trying to kill the viewer there. They have too much balls in the LGD
It's
team.
not Bracer Gaming anymore, it's Ballsy Gaming now. But unfortunately, it is not going to translate into a win here. So, well, Winter, anything else to add?
No, thanks for having me here, by the way.
Thanks for coming on, as always. Guys, follow Winter. Twitter.com/WinterDota, Facebook.com/WinterDota, and oh, by the way, Twitch.tv/Winter. He streams a lot, very educational, entertaining, and relaxing. Generally doesn't rage, unlike me. As for me, I'm LD. If you join my casting, be sure to follow me. Twitter.com, Facebook.com/LDDota. But most importantly, go check out the G1 League's website, G1.2p.com. We're done for today, guys. We will come back tomorrow with some more group stage action. We'll be flipping over once again to Group B, which looks to be a lot more actually, is it IG versus Zenith tomorrow or Chainstack versus DK? I'm not sure, but it will be an amazing game either way, especially if it's IG versus Zenith. That will be your first place decider in Group B. The other match will be your fourth place decider. So winner of IG versus Zenith will be first. Loser of Chainstack versus DK will be last place. With all that being said, we're done, guys. We're going to go get some rest, come back tomorrow, refreshed and ready to roll. Thank you all for tuning in. Great turnout today. I believe Star Ladder is going on now. If you want to watch this match, if you showed up late, it was amazing. We'll roll the rebroadcast right after this. But if you're done, if you've been here the whole way, thank you for supporting us, supporting the G1 League. Come back tomorrow. More action then. For now, it's LD and Winter signing off. Woo!